Sigma males were once thought to be a rare breed of man, but these days, with the rise of the internet and the ability to work and live anywhere, Sigma males are coming out of their shells and becoming more mainstream. While some people may think that Sigma males retreat from society because they are lazy or don't want to work, the opposite is true. They need time and space to craft their ideas and bring their dreams to life. Their role, whether they realize it or not, is to pave the way for many others, including alpha males who aren't as creative or as willing to buck the trend to allow society to progress. More so, they have the ability to crush evil people, thanks to some of the traits they possess. In this video, we will be discussing 12 important traits that allow Sigma males to take revenge from evil people. Number 1. He loves being alone, but he values other people. One of the first things anyone will notice about a Sigma man is how much they value their own solitude. Despite having the ability to turn on their charisma and charm whenever necessary, Sigma males are never more comfortable than when they're on their own. They're introverts who love having the time and space to think and decompress, because other people act like energy vampires around them, no matter how much those people may mean to them. With that said, Sigma males still understand the importance of having valuable people around them, because they know that they won't be able to accomplish all their goals on their own. This means it can be difficult to be in a relationship with a Sigma male, especially for women who are used to men who obsess and dote over them. Number 2. He is a silent leader. What comes to mind when you picture the traditional leader? Someone on the front lines, with an entourage of officials or subordinates around him at all times. Someone who is always on the highest floor, making executive decisions. An alpha male who speaks loud, always looks big and intimidating, and doesn't look like someone you would ever mess with. But Sigma males are just as capable as alpha males as being leaders, except they have their own approach to it. Sigma men can be counted on to do what needs to be done. They have the perfect mix of self-reliance, introspectiveness, and intelligence to figure out any problem and turn something inefficient into something efficient. Number 3. He knows how to adapt to different situations. While a Sigma male can be in charge if they need to be, they don't require the validation of being the leader in various social situations and power dynamics. They are happy to fit whatever role is needed for them at any given moment, meaning they are more fluid and flexible than alpha males, and thus more commonly successful in any situation. With no self-imposed expectations or pressures, a Sigma male can be either a follower, a leader, or any position in between, as long as they know that they are being used efficiently and productively. Number 4. He treats everyone around him the same way. So much of our daily life is built off social hierarchies, and it's something that we're first exposed to as early as school. Most of us end up knowing who the popular kids are, how you should act around them, and how you should act around the non-popular kids. And those habits, behaviors, and social structures follow us all the way to adulthood. Sigma males can't stand these invisible and meaningless power dynamics built off nothing but an unearned social status. They totally reject the notion that you need to treat one person one way and another person another way, simply because there are some invisible rules dictating what kind of person he or she may be. So, unlike most of us, a Sigma male is more than happy to treat everyone around them the same way. Number 5. He doesn't need a social circle to be himself. While they aren't afraid of being a part of social circles, they don't drown themselves in social obligations and commitments the way alpha males do. They have the security of knowing that their personality exists fully outside of the bonds of other people. They don't follow trends. They often don't know what's going on in the world of celebrity gossip, and they can't stand the idea of being popular, let alone a social media influencer. He is the same person no matter what social context he may be in, and that actually makes him easier to deal with than most people. If you understand who he is, then you never need to relearn his personality again. He'll never let anyone or anything around him change him. Number 6. He understands the importance of silence. Sigma males are men of few words. You will almost never find them going on and on, chatting and gossiping about the little things going on in their lives. And this is because they firstly don't care about small, meaningless things that may no longer matter in a day, but also because they understand the value of protecting their own energy. And there are few things more important to a Sigma man than their own energy. But just because they tend to be quiet types doesn't mean they let themselves get pushed around. Number 7. He's morally gray, or worse. Sigma males aren't always the best people out there, but as they would say, it's always a matter of perspective. Sigma males can be righteous protectors of what they believe is right or wrong, or they can be cynical and jaded. Either way, their capability makes them a force to be reckoned with in regards to the status quo. Most Sigma males end up falling somewhere around the gray area of morality. They are generally introspective and smart enough to see that there are certain parts of the system that just don't make sense, and therefore they don't demand the true respect that society tends to give them. They can see the flaws in social systems and don't always understand why we need to look up to them. So they're more likely to use their powers for disrupting the status quo. 8. He hates living life safely. The Sigma male is unafraid of risks. That's not to say he's constantly imposing on authority or acting recklessly. Unlike full-on rebels, Sigma males don't have a problem breaking a few rules or taking some well-calculated risks if it serves their person. He doesn't do this to flaunt his authority or command respect from others, unless that's part of his plan, but to drive his projects forward. Every risk has a purpose. The sweet balance between pragmatism and idealism is exactly what makes Sigma males incredibly efficient leaders and partners. They understand the best possible scenario and produce situations that may not be as perfect, but are better suited and more probable for a given situation. 9. His social skills could use some work. Formalities are a waste of time to a Sigma male. He's not really concerned with fitting into society and winning some popularity contest. The Sigma male is often misunderstood for being a snob. Pleasantries are simply not his strong suit, and it's either because he hasn't had the time to deal with it, or simply isn't interested in honing them. Compared to alpha males that want to dominate every conversation, Sigma males are happy to sit in the background and contribute in their own way without hogging the spotlight. Small talk, which is a foundational skill for a lot of people, is boring to a Sigma male. He doesn't feel the need to talk himself up to other people or please a stranger he'd never talk to again. 10. He's incredibly self-aware. Introspection is one of the primary traits of a Sigma male. As opposed to an alpha male who projects himself outward for everyone to see, the Sigma male focuses on himself and how his actions impact his entire being. Sigma males know themselves extremely well. They know their strengths and are actively working towards improving the weaknesses they think matter. Instead of spending his time surrounding himself with people, you'll often find the Sigma male in his bubble analyzing what he could have done better. 11. He is the master of his own fate. Sigma males are independent self-starters. You'll very rarely find them in anything other than executive-level and managerial positions. As deeply introspective individuals, they have a sixth sense for inefficiency and have a knack for breaking down processes into actually actionable steps. It goes without saying that the Sigma male is deeply ambitious. He may not always be the loudest voice in the room, but his convictions and morals remain strong even when no one's listening. As such, the Sigma male doesn't really conform to structure and tries to create a lifestyle that best suits his personality. 12. It's hard to understand him. The Sigma male personality may be one of the hardest personality types to understand. Because he is neither beta nor alpha but unique in his own way, it's difficult to characterize his choices and his behavior because they don't really fit in our binary understanding of what it means to be dominant or submissive. If you're dating a Sigma male, one of the most difficult things about dating him is that he's not very vocal. His knack for problem solving tends to come first, which may not always be what you need emotionally. Combine this with their disinterest in playing by traditional societal expectations. Sigma males can come across as robotic, unfeeling partners. This could not be farther from the truth. Sigma males are among the best partners out there precisely because they're highly self-aware. Sigmas aren't afraid of being labeled as unlikable or judged for speaking the truth about wrongdoing. In order for evil to triumph, it is said only silence from the good will do. To the Sigma man, these are the guiding principles of life. The evil he faces, he exposes for what it is, and thus defeats it. These are the main weapons of the Sigma male in his battle against evil.